Hello friends, welcome to Paul's Pictures. Now I know it's been quite some time since I've spoken to you via this YouTube channel, but I have some big news and I thought it was a good opportunity to reconnect with the channel and perhaps restart a few videos on here. So fingers crossed that that's going to happen in the future. But meanwhile, I would like to share with you my news. And that news is that I have just completed my first ebook. Um, so without further ado, what I would like to do is give you a bit of an overview of the book. And we'll start that by going here. Yes, that's it. Now, as you can see, it's a PDF document. I'm reading it in Adobe Reader. And this is a full screen view of the cover. Now, the name of the book is Talking Pictures, Poemlets and Moments from the Street. And as you can see here, I have a co-author, Bina Gupta, who is a poet and short story writer who lives in Brooklyn in New York City. But I'll tell you a bit more about Bina in a minute. First of all, I'll tell you a bit about the book. Probably the best way to do that was to tell you how it came about. I've been posting pictures online for a few years now, and a couple of years ago, Bina, who was a Facebook friend then and still is, started posting comments on some of my pictures. Now, these comments took the form of sometimes little poems, which she later came to call poemlets, sometimes just little observations, other times quotes in the voice that as she invented it of one or other of the characters in the subjects in the photographs. So basically, after a time, I thought these were really good. They really appealed to me, and I started to collect them. And after some time, there were so many of them that I said to Bina, why don't we put together a book? And she basically said, go for it. So I did, and here we are a year later with the completed ebook. Now how the book is structured is I've put it together as a PDF file so that it's easily accessible on any device, phones, tablets, PCs, laptops, you name it. Everybody who's got a computer can get a copy of Adobe Reader, and the book, as you can see, comes up quite nicely in that reader. Now, the way it's structured is that, well, look, we know that in Adobe Reader we have different view options. A couple of them, for example, where are we? Oh, page display. We've got single page view. We can enable scrolling, two-page view, and two-page scrolling. I designed the book for one-page scrolling, single-page view. So bear that in mind, and I'll explain to you why that is in a moment. But bear that in mind if you do get hold of a copy of the book. Now, in the book there are 52 photos, and each one of those has a small little commentary or a poemlet, as I was saying, by Bina attached to them. In addition, there are a few background images, the cover image, and so on. What I'll do is I'll run through the first introductory pages of the book. Obviously, this is the cover. Second page, the title and copyright and all of that business. Then the dedication and thanks, behind which we have what I think is quite a lovely piece of wall art that I photographed a few years ago. And another photo, just a random nice pretty image. And the introduction, and basically introduction tells you, the story that I've just run through of how the book came about. Now I'll show you, we should go back, get out of press escape to get out of the full screen view. I think the back page is 110. Yep, we have an about the author's page at the back of the book. Now this is obviously me, a little blurb about who I am and what I do and so on. And this has been and again a little blurb about what she's done. She's quite prolific. As I said, she has her own website, which I'll show you in a sec. Excuse me. She also has been published in a number of anthologies, e-zines, magazines, and so on, quite successfully. So that's basically about the authors. What I'll do now is I'll give you a bit of a view of Bina's website. Now, where are we? Oh, I've got 2 copies of it open here, but there we go. This is her poetry and short stories by Bina Gupta. As you can see, she's very prolific. 1,832 poems on this site, and rarely does a day go by when there's not another poem up on the internet, on Facebook, and a few other places as well to enjoy. And as you can see, poems are always accompanied by really lovely images, which appeal to me as well, and also speaks to what we've done here with our own ebook as well. The photos in Ben's case here, they do really complement the words, and I think her words actually complement my photographs and vice versa in our own book here. Now I'll just go through to show you how the book's laid out and so on. Let's go to the first page, which I think is page 6 or 7. 7, I think. Yes, there. Oh no, it's number 6. There's Bina's words. Just a small little poemlet, as she calls them, and that's it. So that, as I was saying, structured in single-page view, preferably, to give the reader and the viewer an opportunity, just a moment or two, to read the words, to think about what they mean for themselves or for in the context of the book, and then you can go to the next page, and here we have a picture of a young couple who obviously that those words of Bina's do fit and are quite closely connected with the image, and quite an observation of that image, interpretation, if you like, of that image, that they do have a bond beyond physical. So that gives some food for thought as well. Let's have a look at another one to see what else I can show you. Where should we go? Well, it's just 2 times 7, 14. Okay. Oh, there we go. This is probably a little bit more of a serious one, a little bit more of a one to reflect upon. We have the voice of a person in the photo that's coming up asking a question of God. So in the background we have a really nice coloured image of a lovely country cottage surrounded by nice gardens. So this person is asking this question, have they asked too much? And then we have the person themselves walking past a real estate agent's window full of lovely houses for sale, which you can imagine her asking the question, can't you? Have I asked too much? Why can't I have one of those homes as well? So that's a bit more of a serious one, and gives it again some food for thought for most of us. Now let's see, we can have a look at just one more, I think, just to see what else we come up with. Okay, 27. Okay, oh, that's another picture. Okay, there we go. Now here we have again some words put into the mouth of one of the subjects in the photo. This time it's probably a little bit more humorous and a bit shorter. So we have, "Mummy dearest, you missed this one," and then the picture itself is a little boy who appears to be taking out a coin from a box on the ground, which happens to be the basket for collecting coins for a busker. This photo was made a few years ago in the streets of Melbourne, and we have Mum there watching him. And what actually is happening is he's putting the 50 cents coin into the box. But Bina interpreted it in this way, that his mum missed the coin and he's gone to be really helpful and pick it out for her. And I've actually seen little children go up to the hats and boxes in front of buskers and grab a coin. So this is actually quite, again, a cute observation by Bina of the scene. So there you have just a brief overview of 3 of the 52 images in this book. So you can see that there is definitely some food for thought, and definitely worth having a look at, I think. Now the book is for sale, the ebook is for sale in a couple of places, and I'll put the link below which will take you to one of those places. The book is $3 US, so it's quite good value in terms of the length of the book and the inspirational words to complement my photographs. some of which I hope will appeal to many of you. Now, as you could see on our profile pages, on about the authors page, we both have websites, and I showed you briefly Bina's site. I'll put that link in the description below the video, and also of course I have my own site, and again I'll put that link in the description in case any of you would like to visit either of our sites and have a bit further look at what we have on offer there. So that about wraps up the brief overview of my first ebook, which I co-authored with Bina. Hopefully you will have a chance to have a look at the book, and I'd certainly appreciate any comments you'd like to make once you have seen it. So thank you once again, and it's good to be back online on this channel. So hopefully we'll be able to talk again soon. So bye for now.